This is Avon Valley by MISSYB and Vulcan 95. It's 42.86 megabytes to download, and the description says, "Welcome to Avon Valley. This is empty wilderness is set in the UK. Build your own farm and turn this great expanse back to its former glory. There is a custom made pond that is great to relax by at the end of the day. The following are available on the map. 3 selling points for bales, liquids and crops/products from the base game. Custom build a BGA with a selling point for methane. Small forest that can be used for startup. Custom build UK GEO. And 1 predefined grass field to get you started." So let's go and check it out. And here we are. This is where you start off in all 3 modes. We are right by this pond, I think. It's got a little bit of sound to it. Oh, there's a tree there. So yeah, this is the pond and this is the map. As you can see, not a lot going on. It's all pretty much down in this bottom right hand corner. I am in new farmer mode, and in new farmer mode we start off with this. We've got this square here, chunk, and we've got this forest area up here, like so. And as you can see, they are all sort of split up, or the map is split up into sort of squares, varying sizes. Some of them are sort of the same size and price, so that's 123,200. Next door's exactly the same price. They do go up a little bit and then they go down. 91,000. Smaller ones down the bottom, 22,000. A little bit more forestry area. That is where we are stood. It's a tiny little bit there. It's a bit random. You click on that and it highlights that. Never noticed that. Anyway, 113,000, like so. This plot up here, although it looks the same size as these two here, it's only worth £50,006 euros or dollars. So if you're on here and farm manager and start from scratch, that could be a good plot to get yourself going on. Now, another thing to note with that plot, if I zoom in, that's as far as I can go. Right in the middle of the cursor there, that is showing a 1. Now, on farm manager and start from scratch, there is an actual small square field visible on the map already here. It says it's got grass in it, obviously in the description. It does have grass, but for some reason it's not there. It's not showing in new farmer mode, so you'll probably have to do something with that, but that's just something I noticed, not a huge thing. We are down here. This is that pond area, like so. We've got starting equipment in new farmer mode, which is all over here by the shop. And like I say, everything's here. So I think what we'll do is we will jump over to there. We'll have a whiz round there. And then we'll just drive up and I'll show you this sort of plot here. We'll drive through it, and then the forestry area as well. There is a tiny little chunk there you can buy as well if you want to complete that little area. 13,130. But apart from that, that is pretty much it. There's a little square there. That's only 15 grand. So yeah, that's pretty much it. There is no collectibles on here. We don't start off with any production chains, but there is 2 on the map, which we'll check out in a second. Obviously no contracts, and we don't have any animals as of yet. That is our vehicle overview. We do have a few selling points, as you can see. A lot of them will take most things, so a couple of them are sort of like main sale points. And this is your custom geo for the UK. So some of the crops, wheat, barley, I think oats, and weirdly enough cotton. No, not cotton, sorry. Wheat's, oat and barley, yeah, has got 2 opportunities for planting, which is pretty cool. So there is your custom geo. No custom crops or anything like that, or added in extra products or anything like that. What I will show you, we'll get out of this area. It's a little bit like no man's land, because on the mini map and on the actual map itself you can see these tracks, but this one stops here. But if I go up a little bit like that, if you look towards the top of the screen, you can just make out that track. So although it's covered in grass, you could paint that in again yourself, which is what it's like on no man's land. but that literally runs along here and then just stops. So you could build yourself a farm down here, you could put production areas down here. The edge of the map is like a hedge kind of thing, but it's not too bad. If you're down this sort of level, it looks pretty good. You're pretty high up. So yeah, that is it. What we're going to do is we're going to jump over to where our equipment is. I think we'll jump straight to the shop actually. I'll run outside. We'll go through things, slot counts, modded in things, anything like that. So this is the class dealership. I'm pretty sure this is the shop from MISSYB's Riverside map on 19, I want to say. I'm pretty sure it is. We do have a workshop trigger just there. And then this is your spanner, wrench. Your zone's just in there. And all of our equipment is here in new farmer mode. So we'll go through the slot counts. In new farmer mode, the slot count is 580. And we start off with this equipment. So medium tractors, we've got Massey Ferguson 3670. Large tractors, we've got Fendt 942 Vario, which is nice. Got decent sized harvester, New Holland CH770. Got a class Scorpion telehandler, a nice class trailer, header for your harvester, decent Lemkin plough, nice size Russell Mash cultivator. We've got a Paro harrow that will hook up to this seeder. If I click on combinations, there you go. And we've got an additional tank for extra seeds or fertilizer for that seeder, which is nice. Got a sprayer there for herbicide and liquid fertilizer. Fertilizer spreader. We've got the Damcon tree planter, which is nice. You also get a pallet of tree saplings, and then we've got a bucket for our telehandler. That is what you start off with. Now, if you don't want to start off with this equipment, you can by all means sell it all off, and that slot count will drop down to 449. But you will still have this pallet of saplings to deal with. That's probably only taken up 1 or 2 slots, I think. So pretty cool. So as you can see, if we hop through, this is all our equipment lined up. This is also your reset point down here at the shop, like so. Farm manager and start from scratch. If you come on here, you don't start off with anything, no land, no equipment, and the slot count is 447. So like I said, I think the 2 slots difference is probably your tree saplings there, so not too bad. What I am actually going to do though is we're going to lease a pickup, because I just think it would be a little bit quicker going up to that forest area, because it is a little bit of a drive, but it's not too bad. And then I'm just going to sell off a couple of things just to raise our money up, and you'll see why, because I'm going to buy those 2 productions. That should be plenty. So yeah, that is that area. We'll run round here. So obviously your shop just there, I've done the workshop trigger. This is our first sell point. You can sell quite a lot of things here. Wood as well, which is that icon there if you're coming up here to sell wood. This is grain selling sell point. Next door to that, we've got our animal dealer. If I click on there, we haven't got any animals yet, so that's fair enough. This here is another sell point. This is the grain animal dealer sell point. So you can sell oats here, because obviously I'm guessing you'd use oats for horses, and this will take your bales and things like that. And then next to that we have this big liquid tank, and this is your grain liquid sell point. And then we've got a fuel point just there where you can buy fuel from. I have no idea what this is, but you can pick it up. It looks a bit, I don't know what that is. It's something's fallen off of something. I don't know if it's fallen off a plane flying overhead or what. So that's that area pretty much done. You can buy this plot as well if you want to, because there is a few trees here if you wanted to get rid of those. Where's our pickup? Let's jump in that. We'll drive round to next door, and then we'll head on up north to that little forestry area. So out of here, and all we've got next door is the 2 production points. which is pretty cool. Like I say, I'm going to buy both of them so you can see what they do, because like it says in the description, the BGA is modded in. I'll just do a sort of look up like that. I quite like this spinning round, that's quite nice, and it's some nice dome effect for the buildings. It's pretty cool. So first of all, let's buy it. If you want to buy the BGA, 512,079, and if we buy that, I click on that, that obviously now will appear in our production chains menu, and this will take a lot of stuff: silage, slurry, manure, sugar beet cut, sugar beet, potatoes, straw, hay, grass, and chaff. They will all give you electric, methane and digestate. Obviously the ingredients, recipes, whatever you want to call them, are all slightly different. The cycles per month is the same on every single one, and if we scroll across, you've got your incoming materials, and then right down the bottom we've just got methane and digestate, because obviously with the electric you normally just get paid that per hour. So on here you can do the normal, changing to storing, distributing or selling, which is nice. I'm guessing, I haven't tested this, but I'm guessing that's digestate pipe. You're tipping in your products will be here, and over here is going to be your methane, I would have thought, just there. So that's pretty nice. Moving on, behind us we do have the lime production building product thing, whatever you want to call it. So if you want to buy this a bit more cheaper, 50 grand, and now if I click on that, that gets added to the list. So it only produces lime. Oh, sorry, it doesn't just produce lime. I'm getting tongue twisted now, tongue tied even. It will produce lime and slurry is what I'm trying to say. It will need stones and water though to get going, and there you see stones and lime and slurry even. I'm having a nightmare now. So there you go. That's the recipe there. 1,800 stones, 200 water in, 1,500 lime, 500 slurry out. So not too bad, and that's where you're going to collect those products from there. And you'll tip in your stones, and that's quite high, that, isn't it? And your water, I would imagine, would be there. Right, let's jump in here. Oh, I tell you one thing I haven't showed you. Modded in things. There is only 2 items, and that is actually in these areas. So if a map has modded in things, you can come down to this area, and if the map's showing in this mods and DLCs, that means there's some modded in products that come with this map, and we do have these 2. So as you can see underneath the price, we've got Avon Valley and then mod in brackets. So it's these 2 tankers, base game ones. The capacities have been increased slightly, and they will take some extra things. I think the base game ones only take milk, water, liquid fertilizer and herbicide. These ones will take all of those plus methane, diesel, def, slurry and digestate, and that is it. And you can find those, they will be under tools and miscellaneous right at the end, like so, and that is them. In terms of painting textures, there isn't anything special. Animal mud, asphalt, concrete, dirt, forest ground, grass, dry grass, gravel, rock and granite. That is it. I forgot to show you those because I'm a little bit out of practice. I've had too much time off, I think. Well, I wouldn't call it time off, it was been a bit hectic. But we are back to normal, I hope. Right, I do like the way it sort of sweeps up and then goes down. There's quite a big hill over there. You can see the hedge diving up. I think we are roughly... Let's have a little drive out here. But as you can see, it's pretty open. There's no other trees apart from those little areas that I've showed you. I'm trying to find that number 1 just to show you. Oh, we've got a little bit of a drive still. There it is, it's on the mini map. So just about here is where that square field is in Farm Manager and Start from Scratch. But there you go, that is the plot. Look, we start off in new farming mode and we are heading there towards those trees because we own most of that, apart from that tiny little bit that I showed you at the very start. So this should bring in a little bit of money for you. I know this map, it's not going to be for everyone. People straight away would dismiss it because some people don't like maps like this. They want to come onto a already established map that's been brought to life, got everything put down. But some people absolutely love doing these things. They can get hold of it and think, yes, I'm going to make this my own. And this is it. This is the sort of area with our trees all nicely planted neatly. And out the back, more open grass areas. And that is now where we are. So there you go. That's it, guys. That's Avon Valley by MISSYB and Vulcan95. Let me know how you feel about the map, if you're going to give it a go, or if it's kind of up your street, or if it's not. And if you're new to the channel, please consider subscribing, and if you have enjoyed the map tour, please give us a thumbs up. That would be awesome. Don't forget to smash that notification bell as well so you don't miss any future videos of mine. I've been FarmSim Snowy. Stay frosty.